Hi guys, welcome back to Champions Corner. Mostly opinions, some facts. It's not a
And a
very
lot
good,
of shit.
not a very good name, yeah, but you know, that's what we do. We'll put out the. Do we put out the shittiest content on YouTube?
I doubt it. There's a
Are
lot
we
of
the
kids
are
on.
we the best of the worst?
I
Is that
probably
like is that like the top shit?
Yeah,
no, the bottom shit. The bottom, way at the bottom.
whatever. All right, so I'm gonna get into something that we've been talking about for the last 2-3 weeks. We're going to go to, how do I do?
Meth lab?
Yeah, we're going to go to a meth lab. That's the way that works. We're going to talk about the trades that have been happening and how those have been going so far. So we'll start with Matt Harris and Brashawn with the Hopkins, Moss, Kelsey, Gordon, Watkins. Week 6, Matt Harris gets 19 points from DeAndre Hopkins and 4.9 points from Zach Moss. Brashawn gets 13.9 points from Travis Kelsey and 8.8 points from Melvin Gordon. All of those 4 players were started. Sammy Watkins was out. So brings the total of points that have actually been counted in a lineup to Hopkins has gotten Matt 49 points. Moss has gotten Matt 27.7 points. Kelsey has gotten Brashawn 51.2 points, and Gordon has gotten Brashawn 33 points. So currently, and Sammy Watkins has not gotten Brashawn any points in his lineup, but you know, doesn't really matter. Currently, Brashawn is winning that trade as points that have actually counted are 76.7 for Matt Harris and 84.2 for Brashawn. So Brashawn is currently winning that trade. Next, we'll go to Bill and Chris. Chris traded for Will Fuller, who he didn't put in his lineup the 2 weeks he played and has been out for other 2 weeks. So Chris is Coach Deering, that is, has gotten 0 points for Will Fuller. Hopefully he gets healthy and can start contributing to your team. Bill finally put Jalen Waddle in his lineup and was rewarded with 24 points. So Bill's winning that trade right now. Got 24 points from Jalen Waddle this week. Helped him get a win and helped him. He's currently winning that trade and has Jalen Waddle as a potential rookie keeper for next year. Me and Corey. Corey got Cordero Patterson and Michael Pittman. I got Rashad Bateman and AJ Dillon. So far, Rashad Bateman has gotten 4.9 total points. AJ Dillon has gotten 32 total points. Neither of them have ever been in my lineup, so I have actually gotten 0 points for the both of them. Cordero Patterson on a bye got 0 points. Michael Pittman got 4.8 points. Michael Pittman has never been in Corey's lineup, even though he's scored 32.1 points total for a total of 0 points that he's actually used. But Cordero Patterson has gotten 47.5 total points on the weeks he's been playing. So I've gotten a grand total of 0 points that have counted for my team. Corey's gotten 47.5 points that have counted for his team. So I would say he's winning that trade by a lot. Lastly, the last trade that has happened so far, Sorry. I traded Najee Harris and Elijah Mitchell to Special K, and he gave me Debo, Saquon, and Daryl Henderson. Debo was on a bye. Saquon was out with an injury. I got 23.7 points for Daryl Henderson. Elijah Mitchell was on a bye for Chris, and he got 21.7 points for Najee Harris. So in the 1 week since the trade has happened, I'm winning by 2 points. But I think I think that's probably the most beneficial trade for both parties, as I hope that gives me some security, some depth for a championship run for this year. And I know Chris is kind of planning for the future, so that should help him out. But that kind of recaps the trades that have happened and how all those are going. So yeah, that's that. We have a couple season-long things going on that we didn't talk about in the betting thing. Matt, I know Robbie Anderson scored a touchdown for you this week, so kind of put you well ahead. I think Terrace Marshall had a little bit of an injury, so that's still in your favor on that one.
Yep.
I'm sure 100% of the people in the league, not including myself, are happy for you that you're winning that one. But yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, season long, we also got the Baker Mayfield versus Jalen Hurts. Baker had some more passing yards this week than Jalen did. So that might have caught me up with Chris. He took Jalen Hurts in that bet.
so it's passing yards, not fantasy points.
It's passing yards for the Baker versus Jalen bet.
Okay.
And that's for a jersey. So I really underestimated I didn't believe in Jalen Hurts. I'm just gonna come out and say it right now. YouTube, I didn't believe in Jalen Hurts. I still don't. Fuck Jalen Hurts. But anyways, Chris, Special K does believe in Jalen Hurts. That's why we made that bet. It is strictly passing yards. I am worried with Baker's shoulder, if that's going to pan out for me. It is what it is. There is no injury exception for that. So if Baker goes out, I'll take the L on that. We'll see what happens, though.
Now, did you guys, talk about what kind of jersey? Like, can you get him can you get him a child small?
It has to be a jersey that we can wear.
It's like like a jersey T-shirt, like a $15 jersey T-shirt.
Nay. If I win, he will be purchasing myself a Buda Baker white Cardinals jersey. That's the one I want. I have no idea what. I'm sure it's some gay Cowboys fairy pink glittery jersey that he wants. But
isn't gay and Cowboys redundant?
Yes.
You don't have to say both of them.
I looked it up real quick. Your passing yard bet is now within 6 yards.
Woo!
Mayfield is 1474 and Hurts is 1480.
Yeah, Hurts did not have a good week on Thursday. He only passed for like 112 or something like that. So I knew that Baker had made some ground up, especially with that stupid fucking halftime.
Hail Mary that we couldn't defend. But we won the game, so we don't care.
We won the game. Yeah. We're 6-0, baby. 6-0.
That's an incredibly fraudulent 6-0. I just want to let you know.
Hey, 6-0 is 6-0. That's all.
That's
I can
true.
say.
That's true. Hey, nobody can take that away from you.
Yep.
Except when you play an actual good team. Maybe they can take that away from you. But
we beat the Rams. That's the one. Even as a like, I will constantly say, as a true Cardinals fan, I only expect them to disappoint me. Okay, so like if they're supposed to win, that's when they're going to lose. If they're
I will say,
maybe they'll win. Like,
I did win $100 this week. I put $10 on the Cardinals to beat the Browns, just the money line. But then I also added that we'd win by 10 plus points, and we did.
Wow.
So I got $100 off of my $10.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Overlord,
Yeah.
I owe lots of drinks to Spear. So I'm gonna continue to try to put a dent in that. Here's, can we see it? There we go. 12,
Now,
12 more ounces. Put it on the board.
put it on the board.
All right. Well,
Your
while Carver's doing that, I'm going to go into my first game this week, and I'm going to talk about Richie DeGrow and Matt Nielsen, or the Brooksner combo that they got going on there. I'm not exactly sure, or is it this, or is it? I don't know.
And this,
Anyways,
it's this one.
it's
I'm
which
more
one?
intrigued that your Brooksner just sounds like a combination of both of Andy's last names.
No, it is. It is Andy's last names.
You like completely forget, like, we're talking about Nielsen too. Like, you have to include him in this somehow.
Well, then Carver needs to come up with a better nickname than Brooksner, because he came up with Brooksner. He's got to combine all three.
Nooksner.
All right, Nooksner. All right, so I'm gonna pick up with Richie versus the Nooksner.
I tried, Nielsen. I tried. It's not right.
So I will say that this matchup, I really thought Richie was gonna take it. It was because of freaking Derrick Henry and his 3 amazing touchdowns that Richie did not take this win. So I had to drink previously because of this. Looking at the teams, oh God, Richie, that Nick Chubb, he's doing nothing for you. 0 points on your bench. Get rid of him. Drop him. Nick Chubb, what a loser.
What kind of name is Chubb?
Right? The Carver knows. So yeah, get rid of that guy. Or you know what? George Kittle, IR. What a waste. He was on somebody's IR last
Somebody
season.
dropped him last year. That worked
Who-
out.
Who was that? As far as it goes for the Nooksner, Nookie. Can I call you Nookie? Is that the Limp Bizkit? Are you gonna get upset? Nookie. Hey Nooks. Nookaloo.
If you did it with a nookie, it's okay.
Nookie, jeez, Michael Thomas. Gross. So gross. Drop him. No. Devon,
He's not coming back from the IR anytime soon. He's not coming back next week.
no.
Not at all.
no. Gross.
Drop him.
That team doesn't
Carver.
play ball anyway.
You need your IR spot for more important people.
Carver, I smell what you're stepping in. I agree 100%. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Nielsen, Brooksner, Nooksner, whatever the fuck your name is. You guys are doing all right. Keep doing you. I drop candidates. Yeah, you heard them. So that's my first recap of the week. Richie versus freaking Nooksner, you bastards. Good job. I'm proud of you.
That was your recap? Did you even say anything?
Yeah, I said that that freaking Nooksner won the game.
He said a version of their combined names a lot, and that's about it.
Well, they got the W. That's all that matters. Who cares? Move on. I'm angry.
Okay, well, if we're moving on, then I'm going to go to Deering versus Brashawn. And Brashawn's team had been doing relatively well until this one, and they only put up 112 against Deering's 127, which, as far as co-owning, Deering somehow co-owns this team with himself. I don't know why his name is listed twice as owning this team, but I figure I'll point that out right now anyway. So the double Deering versus Brashawn won.
I think it's
Double
called the
Deering.
D.
I like
The
that.
double D. It's the double D.
Yeah,
Oh, double D's been done to death. I like the double Deering.
yeah,
There's so much D alliteration going on right now.
yeah. So much D. Anyway, he had Stafford as his quarterback. That was his main scorer, along with CeeDee Lamb, who actually showed up this week. I know past few weeks you've probably been worried about him because, well, last week was okay, but a couple weeks in there he was below 10 points. Oddly enough, most of the rest of your team didn't do that much for you, but it was enough. Aaron Jones got you almost 20, so he would be your third guy to go to. As far as drop candidates, it's bye weeks. You're going to have all the fun trying to deal with that stuff anyway. So honestly, I suggest everybody just make really bad trades with me. That would be better than you drop these players, because I probably won't be able to pick them up. So even though I did pick up Hubbard, so thanks Special K for
Who dropped Hubbard? What a loser.
yeah. Thanks Special K for keeping your name.
Hey, how dare you make fun of the mentally handicapped? The special people in this world need to have respect too.
Look, so
Sorry, Special K.
fun side story is I just had unconscious bias training at work.
Hey,
Also known as implicit bias for people that actually know how to name things.
Chewy, did you ride Chuba Hubbard to a win this week?
I sure did not. But we'll get to that in the next part when I talk again. Maybe I'll just double up. So as far as this one, Chris wins, Prashan loses. Good news, I guess it's good news. Prashan doesn't have a quarterback debate anymore because his second quarterback is injured. So
I still think he
Geno
has.
Smith.
I still think he has it in him to make the wrong decision.
wait. I stand corrected. He picked up a third quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh,
But he
God.
didn't play Teddy Bridgewater. Maybe it's a pre-bye week thing. So he's getting ahead. Maybe he's getting ahead of the game. But because he does have that, he did start the right quarterback, because I know how he loves to hear that he did the right thing.
Question. Can Brashawn put Russell Wilson in the IR spot and free up a free bench spot for himself?
Didn't he already do that?
He is not actually.
He is not in his IR. He's just in his regular bench spot.
What an idiot!
Brashawn.
What
Brashawn.
an idiot!
Put him in your IR.
Yeah. That would be the best play. Then you don't have to drop anybody. So that would work out.
Or
well.
don't, or you know what, Brashawn? Drop Russell Wilson. He's not
Yeah.
going to get you any points.
He's going to be out for a while. Don't listen to these reports that he can bend his finger 75 degrees instead of 10 degrees. Like all these weird
But-
Monday night, they talk about.
That's gross. That's gross. Who
It's
bends
gonna be a
75
way too
degrees?
Fast. He's just going to re-injure it. It's going to fall off. Okay. So drop him. He's going to be useless. He's going to be like the Jason Paul Pierre of quarterbacks. He's gonna
JPP.
straight miss of a figure. So drop Russell Wilson. That'll free up a spot. I mean, if you want to hold on to a fingerless quarterback, you can put him on IR. But until then, whatever.
Uh,
But that's this game.
Neil, all right. Let's see. What do you got, Carver? Who you taking?
Yeah. I'm going Lasso Special versus I'm going Lasso Special K up in this bitch.
Oh,
see what I
I
did
see what
right
he
there?
did. I see it.
Can't make this stuff up. It writes itself. No, I love this. And coincidentally, just watched the last episode of season 2 of Ted Lasso.
Great show.
Wow, great show. Sam Abasanya staying with the team.
Yeah, some of the best filmed soccer I've ever seen.
Yeah, soccer's stupid, and that's just how it is.
Backwards. That's my favorite.
But so I was talking to my wife. You know who one of the best acted characters in that whole show. Higgins, what is it? Higgins? Leslie Higgins?
Yep.
Love that guy. His character, he plays it so great.
So much heart.
Yeah. Anyway, back to whatever this is.
Lasso, Special K.
Yeah,
Special
Bill beat Chris because Bill has a halfway decent team and Chris is playing for next year. Not saying he's not still trying to put up a fight, but he just doesn't have a team that's good enough to fight with. Bill's got a pretty decent team. When these guys show up, they do a pretty good job. You know, got Justin Herbert had a down week. DJ Moore had a down week, and his guys still did enough to win. So that's pretty good. Chris has got Najee Harris now. He's got Trey Sermon and Elijah Moore for the Niners. So whichever running back kind of is the one that shows up. Yeah, Elijah Mitchell, Elijah Moore. Words. This is where the drinking entertainment portion of the program comes in. But yeah, I know Chris is going to keep competing and trying. He's going to set the best lineup he can, but he's obviously playing for next season, which I think is smart. So it's an aspect of this league that we really haven't talked about, and that's that it's not a dynasty, but I like that we've added that second keeper because it does give you the strategy part of saying, I know I don't have a team for this year, but what can I do to give myself the best chance to have the two best players I can for next year? And I think Chris has done a really good job of putting himself in that position. Elijah Mitchell looks like he's going to be the Niners running back. Just looks better than Trey Sermon. And I picked Elijah Mitchell up off of waivers. And now Chris has Najee Harris, who he can keep as rookie keeper in the first round. And he can keep Elijah Mitchell in the 14th round.
Yep.
So he potentially has two bona fide starting running backs just without even thinking about it for next year. So I'm hoping for myself that Saquon can come back and be healthy for the playoff run. I took a gamble on that, but Saquon, when he is healthy, is a dominant running back. And Chris set himself up for next year really, really well. So I think it was a smart trade for him. And I'm taking a little more of a gamble that Saquon can come back healthy. But if he can, then, I put myself in a really good position. But I kind of got off the rails on that game, but that makes Bill 4-2, sitting pretty good. Chris is going to be competitive all year, but I don't know if he's ever going to get out of that 1-win column. So well done, Bill. And True, you've done both of your games already, right?
Nope, he did his first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, so throw it back to myself, and now we're gonna get into the real, this is what everybody's been waiting for because 3-time champ, 3 in a row, 4-time championship player.
Literally nobody cares. Not a single person. Not even you. You don't even care.
People care. Yeah, I lost this week again. That brings my my record to 1-5. Gosh, dang it. I'm really upset with how my team's performing. My running backs did jack shit for me. I fell in love with the gas man, and the Gaskin fucking farted in my face. Gave me 2.4 this week. Miles Gaskin, 2.4. I think what was it last week, Chew? 27 points last week. This week, 2.4, something like that.
Yep. Something like
Oh, so my running backs: Antonio Gibson, 3.4. Miles Gaskin, 2.4. Zach Moss, Zachary, 4.9. You know, you were open a lot tonight in Monday Night Football, but that stupid quarterback for Buffalo doesn't look your way. Not my fault. Anywho, so sad to see. I didn't have Kamara this week, so that hurt me definitely. I will say that one of my I don't have a drop candidate for my team per se,
Overlord.
but I do have a trade candidate. This is to everybody out there. If anybody's looking for a rookie quarterback, Justin Fields is on the block. Hit me up.
yeah, good candidate. What was
Thank
that for, Carver?
Just
Just-
because.
More stuff that I owe to Spear, just more
Okay.
ounces upon ounces upon ounces. I mean, it could be for our heads up bet. It could be for the
This
match
week.
versus world.
We're doing it this week for now. I'm going to do the point differential.
Yeah, that's what it was actually for. I just, I mean, Spear
God.
owes me in so many ways, but I owe him in.
With all that great advice, right?
But
Well-
what about the fans who are watching this YouTube channel who you just took away from the champ talking about your damn drink nobody cares about?
You were done.
I didn't even talk about Corey's team. I just talked about my team.
You were talking about Justin Fields,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry. I didn't
basically
mean-
you're like, hey, somebody trade me for him, or I'm gonna drop him. You know,
What?
I'd rather trade than drop him. If nobody trades, I'm gonna drop him.
Anywho, Corey, looking at your team, don't drop anybody. You're good there. Cordell Patterson should be mine, but fuck Carver. And then fuck that fuck Carver who traded that fucking Cordell Patterson. There's a lot of fucks there.
Do you think it would have saved you this week? Because I think he was on bye. So
No, it wouldn't have saved me this week, but I know like the last 3 weeks I would have had some wins with Cordell Patterson in my lineup. Damn you, Carver.
I mean, I recommend you should win rivalry week then.
Touche.
Did you have Cordell Patterson in rivalry week?
Yeah,
Then why didn't
he was
you
on my
win?
bench. That's why you
Why-
trade for him.
Why didn't you
that was
win there?
when you trade.
I'm gonna go to the rivalry week now. Hold on. Now I need to know.
If you had started Cordell Patterson, would you have beat me?
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
He's going to look. Probably
Uh,
me. Matt's team has not been showing up very
No, my team has not been. I lost by 18 points
well. Ooh.
when we played. Let's look at the box score. All right. Now go to the box score.
So while he looks at that, he is actually in 10th place in standings for before this weekend's, right?
Right.
But points scored, he's in about the right spot. He should actually be 9th because Rashawn is doing better than his points scored actually says he should. But other than that, yeah, he's 9th in overall points scored.
I am.
No, Corey is 1 point below you. So you're 8th in overall points scored.
And I am what in our league? Am I?
Yeah.
I'm towards the back now, right?
Well, and with the loss, you'll be probably 11th because I believe Gary will go past you because you were all 1 and 4, and Gary's team showed up. So, which we'll get into in a
God.
second.
So Carver, if I would have played No, you know what? If I would have played Patterson, I still would have lost, but it would have been a lot closer.
You still would have lost because my team's just that much better than yours and you suck.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, because Patterson got me 21.4 points that game on my bench. But if I would have played him for any of my running backs, I still would have lost points out. So I still would have lost to you with the subtraction. Kamara got me 5. Gibson got me 8. Gordon got me 8 points. So yeah.
Kamara
would've
got you
lost.
5. You should drop him.
Yeah, right. What a loser.
He
That was
sucks.
the only bad game he's had so far this year. Was the second week.
So,
Yeah.
so what I'm gonna do is interrupt this because this is boring me and probably the rest of the league, and I'm just gonna jump to my game with Gary, where I promptly.
Good. Do it. Nobody cares.
Is
Corey,
what
you suck. I'm proud of you,
rivalry
Corey.
between the two of you was 3 weeks ago, and nobody cares. We talked about that in a video. So I'm going to talk about how I disappointed myself and lost to Gary. The only good news for me to make me feel better is that Gary's team, if I'm doing the math right, is the 3rd highest scoring team this week. So I can't feel too horrible. I have yet to get my receivers ever correct. So every time I try, like last week, I tried Marvin Jones instead of Amari Cooper, and that was a mistake. It wouldn't have made me win last week. This week, still wouldn't have made me win, but those points that I keep throwing away, going to probably matter with the way that the season is going. My quarterback sucked because I played Heineke, but if I had played Tannehill, I would only got like 3 more points. There was realistically probably no good way for me to win this. Gary got 20 points out of both Cortland Sutton and Noah Fant, or about that. Then he has Patrick Mahomes for 24 points. So yeah, his team showed up. Well, his running backs didn't, because he has Miles Sanders, who the Eagles don't seem to know how to use. Because when they do, he looks good, but then they stop using him. So good luck with that, Gary. You picked up Devontae Booker. He did okay. Other than that, nothing really important to speak of. As far as drop candidates, you're going to have fun because I'm going to guess they're going to take P. Ryan off of COVID. So if you're going to hold on to him, he's going to fill your bench is full. You got 2 on IR. One is legit, one has COVID, one is injured. He's Travis Etienne. You're going to keep him all year because that's how you drafted him. Hopefully, by the time he gets back next year, James Robinson, that's been doing relatively well, doesn't actually hold on to the job. So I'm not going to really tell you to drop anybody. You're going to have fun with that. Maybe it's Elijah Moore. It's bye weeks, so see what happens. I'm on the same boat. I can't even fill a full team this week, so I will be all sorts of trying to do weird maneuvers there.
Why don't I
My
get
fault.
to play Chewy this week? I want to play Chewy this week.
Yeah, doesn't everybody? Yeah, I'm going to drop to 3-3 and seeing how week 7 goes, 3-4. Gary moves up to 2-5, moving past the three-time defending champion Matt Harris at a whopping now probably 11th place. I do appreciate that it's you and Special K at the bottom. That
Is that because they're both bottoms?
Yeah. Well, they're from the same area. I mean, it would fit if Brooksner would drop his team back where it belongs. But since teaming up with Nielsen, they somehow combined 2 bad teams into a good team. I'm not sure how this management skill worked out. But
Well, a negative times a negative equals a positive.
Yep. So, so that's that. But yeah, so we've basically, I know Chris has moved out of that area, but we've basically got the Camp Verde Rimrock crew at the bottom, which, given what that place is, makes total sense.
Matt, are you drinking for a reason or just just to drink.
He's very sad over there. He's also muted himself. So
I'm filming a video for our league right now, and I'm
Yeah.
doing a drink and doing so. Yeah, I'm listening to Chewy talk his shit, which is shit. If you're watching my phone video, Chewy is full of shit.
your chug is
Um,
doing very poorly. You should continue.
It's not a chug. This
That's
is
the
my
bet over there.
no. Listen. The bet with Brooksner or Nooksner or whatever the hell their name is. The bet with them was ounces. It was not chug. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
ounces. And I said that this was the Nooksner bet. So
Some
this
of
is
you-
12 ounces that is going down smoothly. Thank you.
Not
You-
much goes.
You go
smoothly.
down smoothly, you little
He's-
bitch.
That's right. I'm a bitch. A three-peat champ bitch. How about that, Carver? Are you a three-peat champ bitch? No, you're not.
Currently in 11th place.
No, I'm a one Pete champ non-bitch.
Oh, it's a long video. Sorry, guys. It's still going. It's because Chewy and Carver talk shit.
They're gonna get to see it twice. That's my favorite part. Don't stop, Matt. You stupid drinker. You're terrible at this. Is it cold? Tell them it's cold. That'll buy you all the
It's
time.
so cold.
Oh, it's so
cold.
cold.
Hold on.
That's so cold.
It's so cold. It's so cold.
It's the worst. Yeah, that's my game. So I lost to Gary.
12 ounces.
I don't know why, but every time I play to grow, my team doesn't even score 100 points. It's very depressing. Sad.
Well, that's the curse of the DeGros.
Apparently, yeah. At least for me. Other people seem to have no problem with
All right. Well, we'll be right back with these after these messages. All right.
it. Why not? What? Yeah, maybe we should do the one game you have to talk about.
Yeah.
Pivot.
All right. So, going to talk about my game with Spear, but before I do that, 12 more ounces. I don't know where this camera ever picks up. those.
There you go.
12
There you go.
12 more ounces to my owing stuff to Spear. Whew.
I get you to 36 out of 40.4. So you just have to do a third of a normal beer.
Delicious. All right. So let's talk about this game for a little bit. I'm trying to look.
At how badly you lost.
Yeah. So there were, if you go across the line by line, there were only 3 times, 3 positions where one of my players beat one of his players. It was a handy beatdown. His bench scored 81, basically 82 points. His bench had 82 points. My bench had 11. So there's literally nothing I could have done. No bit of magic that I could have done to have beat Brian Spear in this matchup. Want to talk about one more thing about the Brian
Sure.
Spears game. So, Brian, you kicked my ass. There's no 2 ways about it. You just destroyed my team. You know, the second lowest point total of my season. So congratulations at beating me at one of my worst weeks. You know, way to go. I hope you feel proud of it about yourself of beating me at my lowest point. Well done. I also want to congratulate you on your press conference, your actual press conference, and a press conference where you took questions from the press and you answered them. That's an actual press conference. The things where you just say scores of games that have happened. It's not a press conference. It's like a Sports Center highlight. But you took my advice. You imitated what I did. My original kind of press conference thing where I answered questions about my dominant victory over Matt Harris in rivalry week. And I believe there's a saying about the imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and you imitated me and you took what I did and you kind of made it your own. So I'm
Carver,
humbled.
but Carver,
No questions yet. No
Oh.
questions yet. I'm humbled. I'm humbled by your your imitation and your flattery. I appreciate that. Your love and your respect for me and the things I do. They really make me think of you as a bigger person. Brian, well done this week. A win, duly earned, and well done. Good job.
So, do we think, honestly, that it was Spear who came up with the idea to do the other presser, or do we think that it was Richie, Gary? I'll even throw Faulkner in on this. Corey, who thought, "Hey, let's film this little questionnaire with you here while we're golfing, and you
Well-
answering questions to the presser."
Wait, I mean, Spear is obviously the least smart of all those people there, so there's no way in hell it was his idea.
I mean, I would go as far to think that even possibly Richie and or Corey thought about getting the sound bites of the camera clicking every time Spear was talking.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, that's a really good question. Okay, so excluding Spear, obviously, Gary, Richie, Brooksner, Corey. Who's the brainchild in that group of four? Who's the smartest person there? I mean, Gary's like, a bad scientist.
We should not use the smartest person there. Okay, we can still go with that. I just
Who's this? But okay,
Don't-
you guys know those guys better than I do. Who's the smartest person of you? I mean, you guys, neither of you know Corey at all, but
don't know Richie either, realistically.
who's the smartest person of those four?
You are correct in that it is not Spear.
That is what we all agree on right now. Yes, I agree with that.
We do agree that of those five, Spear is not the smartest.
Right. True.
That was not Spear's press conference. It wasn't. Somebody else came up with that idea. We all know this.
My vote, and maybe I'm biased. I'm a big Richie fan. I'm a fangirl, I'm a Richie fan. So
Given
that's my vote.
I wouldn't be surprised if the initial idea came from a Richie or a Corey. I would give credit to basically everybody but Spear, which I already did because they made Spear entertaining, and I know that is almost near impossible. So I have a feeling that it started with one guy saying something and it rolled into something, right? So it could have been Richie, probably Richie, maybe Corey, because Corey's got the meme game. So the two of them, but I wouldn't discount Gary. I
will always discount Gary. Like every chance I ever get, I'll discount him
for other things, but he relatively has his moments as far as certain creativity and stuff goes. I don't think the initial idea was his. The sound effects probably also weren't his, but he's good at other things, like getting my girlfriend to slap him. So that's
all right. Matt Harris, I'm going to give you the last word, and then we're going to end this.
Boobs.
Good word. Good choice.
More last words than that. Come on, end us on a high note.
You literally said the last word.
No, we all agree. Spear, you didn't come up with that press conference. I think it was the DeGrow, Richie and or Gary, or both. Corey, I'm going to throw you into the DeGrow mix because you're related now to the DeGrows.
Because
So you
he's
all-
thrown himself into DeGrow.
Good. Excellent word.
There you go. There you go. That's the last word. That's how we end this. Corey threw himself into a DeGrow.
All right. Well,
Boom. That's the name of this episode.
I just realized I don't know why. All this stuff is gold. Like I just missed so much stuff. And it doesn't matter if I'm recording or not, it's still like the 40 minutes thing. So the fact that I'm not recording every single second of this and just maybe just going back and making like outtake stuff in the future that's 100% my bad. But that's why I hate the recording.
I'll agree.
I assumed you weren't recording because to jump into this video, you would just start with your game to finish off where we left off.
Yeah.
And all we've been doing is talking about how half of most of this group does not actually know most of the people in this.
No. Yeah.
But to recap for the league for what you've just missed, because I think we've spent the last half an hour talking off recording. We don't know you guys, but
Hey,
would like to.
but hey, you know what? Who was it? Was it Deering who came out and said, "What do you guys do for work?" Was
Yeah.
it Deering? Yeah, Deering came out with that, and yeah, that was
Hold
great.
on. Do you think that was like Chris's way of saying, I make more money than all of you idiots?
I sell $1 million houses in Phoenix.
I may not be good at fantasy football, but I sell $1 million houses and I have more
Except
money
that-
than all of you.
So
So
it requires Andy to be in on it because I think Andy went, "Hey, did that $1 million home go through?"
Oh,
wait, hold on. Do you mean CFO? Andy? They're in cahoots.
I'm sure.
They're the Millionaire Boys Club.
I think one of my favorite parts about that is as soon as I was like, "I'm a quality engineer," so I think it was Chris was like, "I can totally see that. Like, totally makes sense that you're a quality engineer." But he sells houses where there are no quality engineers. Like, what's the understanding of what a quality engineer
He
is?
doesn't know what a quality engineer is.
But yeah, it shows up in my personality so well.
I don't know.
first
I'm
thing
gonna
I
go-
thought of when I met you was like, that guy's a quality engineer.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's surprisingly a great job for me because as I describe it, my entire job is to walk around and tell other people when they fucked up. Like that's the entire role of a quality engineer is you fucked up. Don't do that.
Well, and I mean,
Not
it's kind of,
stop.
it's true though, because like, let's just like pivot off of that real quick and let's talk about Carver. Because like when I look at Carver, I just see choo people
Yeah.
running trains all the time.
Oh,
So
you haven't
Never-
even
never-
started that job.
Never done it before in my life, and who knows if it'll even work. But yeah, that's what I look like.
Yeah. Before that, you were an electrician.
Yeah, for about past, I don't know, since 2009, whatever that math works
I
out.
guess
to.
I shouldn't even say before that because that job doesn't even start until the viewing party, right? Like you don't start until the 8th.
Truth. Yeah.
Yeah. So currently, you're an electrician transferring to a train conductor or train engineer.
What is an electrician?
I don't know. Like the league said, the video only gets better the more we drink. I was actually looking at the bet page trying to figure it out if I owed more because I was enjoying the drinking, and it turns out I don't.
So how many teachers do we have? I know it's Gary and I. Is there any other teachers? Oh yeah, Bill. He's a PE teacher, which doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Oh,
So the history teacher, which is just a coach being a teacher,
now, what is
which
it?
you exactly are, because all you do is coach and went, how do I teach? Oh yeah, history, because that's
Oh,
every
yeah.
coach I've ever had. Was either
Hold
a
on.
PE teacher or a history teacher.
Those who can't teach and those who can't teach gym.
Yes.
There you go. Wise
Pretty sure that
words,
was-
Carver.
That was Jack Black from School of Rock. You're welcome.
Underrated movie, of course.
That's a great movie.